Good morning, welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. It's Saturday the 5th of December. I think it could just be called Slow Saturday. We have been just enjoying a really slow start to the day. I have opened my advent calendar and I'm excited to see the new colour that is going to go into my cardigan. I have sat and had breakfast. I haven't actually knit anything yet, but I'm looking forward to doing that later. We have a few things we need to do this morning. I need to go down to the grocery shop and pick up a staple for this house which ran out last night, and that's porridge oats. I start my day with some variation of porridge oats every single day of life, and I was prepping my overnight oats last night for this morning, thinking that'll be so handy, to discover for the first time I think ever I had run out. Normally I keep a good supply of porridge oats, but today there was none and I was devastated. So that has to be done. Not a big crisis in the big scheme of things, but just a mini crisis. So I'm doing that this morning, going to get that and pick up a few other bits and pieces and a few things to make that are staples again for the house that we have run out of, but I make at home. So I need to do that, and then we'll just see how the rest of the day goes. I think it'll be knitting. My afternoon on a Saturday is pretty set. James and I sit and watch something together. It's usually an English detective series. I've always loved Inspector Morse and Lewis, and I think I've got him hooked. So we're working through the series of Lewis and we'll be watching that this afternoon, and then it'll be movie night tonight. So Saturday is really a slow day in this house. There's never anything too major that goes on, and I'm just looking forward to it. I hope the noise of the dishwasher isn't too loud, but it's time to decant the plum gin, an annual tradition. It's been sitting, maturing since I think the beginning of September. So it's ready now to bottle up and enjoy through the Christmas season. Time for a little catch up. I have had a lovely morning, quite a productive morning. When I left you, I'd said that I had to go and pick up a few things at the grocery store, which I did. and then stopped at the shoreline and just enjoyed it for a little while down there. It was very cold, but it was worth it. It's such a peaceful place, and I love the water and the sound of the water. So that was really nice. Came home and got a little bit done, replenished one of my staples. I have another one to do. I've granola to make, but I'll make it tomorrow. I got my almond butter replenished. I use a lot of it too, and I like making my own, and I've linked the recipe in the description box below if you're interested in making your own almond butter. It's worth it. So I did that, and you'll also have seen that I bottled up my plum gin. I make plum gin every year. It's really simple. I actually can't remember where I got the recipe from, but it's just gin and sugar and plums, and I bottle it up. I put it in the Kilner jars kind of late August, beginning of September, and put it away in a darkened spot until December, and by that point it's ready and I bottle it up. I'd love to use the plums for something like crumble, but nobody else in the house wants it, so unfortunately they go to waste, but the gin doesn't, and we'll enjoy that over Christmas time and beyond, because I actually got quite a lot this year. So I have that done, and I have the dinner prepped for tonight so that tonight's dinner can be a really easy affair. Amy goes out to work this afternoon, mid-afternoon, so I like to get it ready and then we can kind of stagger when we eat it. And it's chilli tonight. I'm having 3-bean chilli, which I get from, the recipe is from the Minimalist Baker recipe book, and it's used a lot. We love it, and I had it in the freezer, which was even better. I already had it made. So I have that ready for tonight. This afternoon now, this part of the day, James and I are going to watch Lewis. I'm going to work on my socks. I have the first one to where I want it today. I'm just at the start of another repeat, and I need to get the second one to that stage. Today I'm also going to get the line in for the Afterthought heel. I don't do a true Afterthought heel where I cut. I knit just a random piece of wool in to show where I want to put the heel in, and then I go back and I can pull it out and lift my stitches. I'll put a link to the tutorial that I use in the description box below, where it will be explained much clearer than I am doing it now. But I want to get that in. The reason I do an Afterthought heel, I prefer the heel flap and gusset, but I like the Afterthought heel in stripy socks because it retains the stripe. You can retain the stripe, and I have done in some of my striped socks with the heel flap, but I do prefer the Afterthought heel because it really makes it keep in line. So I'm going to get that prepared this afternoon when I'm watching Lewis. That shouldn't take long, and I might even get started back into my cardigan again, but I'm certainly going to be working at that later on tonight. So that's what I'm off to do now. I'm going to round up James and we'll get Lewis on, and we'll just have a nice quiet afternoon watching that. So it's movie time, all set up. We're watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. We're working our way through the series again. It's an old favourite, a very firm favourite. So we're going to sit and enjoy that for the rest of the evening. This afternoon we watched Lewis. I worked on my socks and got the waist yarn for the Afterthought heel in, as you will have seen. But this afternoon this evening, it's all about this beauty. Working on my caramel cardigan by Isabel Kramer, and I'm on the 4th colour, which was yesterday's Woolly Mammoth, and tonight I'm hoping to get started into this Lay family yarn, this beautiful shade of blue. So it's going to go in here. So I'm going to work on all that tonight and enjoy this movie. I have my plum gin that I decanted earlier, the first of the season. Absolutely lovely. Very sweet, but very, very lovely. So I'm all set up for that. Later we'll watch Strictly Come Dancing when Amy gets in from work. So really, it's a night of cozy telly viewing, movie watching and knitting. Couldn't be better than that. I hope you have had a lovely Saturday wherever you are, whatever you have been doing, that has been cozy and happy and comfortable and safe. And I'll see you tomorrow and we'll catch up then.